Dice Paper Roll is recorded on the traditional lands of the Kulin Nations and the Jagera and Turrbal people. We would like to acknowledge any elders past, present, and emerging, listening to this podcast and the long traditions of storytelling and comedy of the Indigenous peoples of these lands. And that land was never ceded, always was, always will be Aboriginal land. What does one do with time lost? I suppose... Well, one can't really be sure if they have lost what they do not remember. If you skip a beat here or there, if no one is the wiser, how could you even know? Why would you know? Curious. It must be said, it would be like that of a robbery of opportunity for growth. And that's sad. Perhaps with acceptance, one could grow through the loss, though. Maybe that is not so bad. At last, the coach was loaded, and it was a heavy burden that the horses would draw. The trees behind the cart cast shadows from the moon, then painted the barrels just right. And those shadows formed letters. Letters that read, Dice Paper Roll into the Feywild.
Welcome, everybody, to Into the Feywild by us. We are Dice Paper Roll, and I am Greg Pickering. I'm playing Dolene Delacroix. She is a Harangan wizard, level 2, 2 levels of wizard, and starting to feel out the skeins of fate. With her weaving of the powers of magic. And she's joined by her illustrious companions. Well, mostly illustrious, except for Dan.
Oh. Wasn't how I was expecting that to go, but, you know.
Hey, you thought it was going to be me, didn't you?
Yeah, the old double cross. I am Dan. I am playing the very handsome, the very wealthy, the very Frogly, Lord Walter Winston Winklepicker III. Also level 2, but a bard. You didn't know that because he hasn't any kind of musical ability whatsoever, and I don't plan on introducing it as a character trait. I know, sounds a bit weird for a bard, but I'm going to try and just allow his powers of verbal communication, something that I excel at.
Clearly.
Jesus. Lauren, who are you playing?
Yes, hello, my name is Lauren Bock. I am playing Kevin Strangeways, who is a young boy trapped in a big boy's body. The big boy is really big boy. He's kind of like a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson meets Captain Haddock from Tintin type. Very burly, wearing lots of pants. And he's got big hands, big feet.
Multiple pairs of pants?
But still has a teeny tiny penis, not sure. And probably. He's an artificer. He enjoys making little objects and magical tinkering, and he has on his arm like a sort of, a beep boop thing that he can sort of manipulate things. And that's Kevin Strangeways. Ben, who are you playing?
My name is Ben, and I play Unit. Unit is a level 2 Warforged fighter, and they are Kevin Strangeways' companion for some, I think it's like 24 years now, although Unit only
That's
knows
right.
that because of their internal clock. Only has a memory of about 5 days with Kevin, but what a 5 days they were. Unit is just a conglomeration of scrap metal and different machines. Used to be a whack-a-mole machine at a fair. You can tell that because it's still got the two of the holes in the torso, and my weapon is the foam hammer. So I'm fucking badass, man. Unit is a fiercely loyal companion to Kevin Strangeways. Feels the urge to protect him for some strange reason, and is just trying to get to the bottom of what's happened to all this lost time and why frog people are just so mean to robots. I'm sure we'll see much more of that. Jack.
We'll never know.
Yes, and I'm Jack, and I'm dungeon mastering this fine experience or thing.
So fine.
So experienced.
So thingy.
Yes, so previously, as a little recap of what's happened up to this point, a hare, Dolene Delacroix, a frogman, Walter Winston Winklepicker III, a man-sized boy, Kevin Strangeways, and Unit, a small robot, met in a bar called the Curly Seahorse. Madryk Roslov, a mage, spoke to the party of his patron Zabilna, who has recently disappeared. Madryk has tasked the party with finding her in the Feywild, which is somewhere beyond the Witchlight Carnival. It's like the book.
Oh, is that the Dungeons and Dragons supplement by Wizards of the Coast?
Yeah.
That
Is
came
it?
out a year ago.
Yeah. So it's hot property.
We're real
That's right.
quick.
We did Curse of Strahd just before they redid it, so
Yeah.
we're always on the money.
Yeah, we're really ahead of the curve. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Surfing that wave of popularity.
Yeah.
We're in the
All right,
zeitgeist,
so we're at-
the very pinnacle.
We're at Madryk's,
Yes,
the Pumpkin Palace.
that's right. Well, the Pumpkin Hill.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I don't want to.
Just trying to beef it up a bit.
No. It's Madryk's very modest.
No,
He
no,
knows
it's
what he's
vegetables.
capable of. Yeah.
Just trying to veg it up a bit.
Was that me? Was that just me?
Hey man, whatever you can produce.
Okay.
Whatever you can produce.
Oh.
Oh,
And I will see myself out. Good day. All right.
stay.
It's less of a pumpkin palace, more of like a kumquat cottage. I don't know.
Yes, and that was a pumpkin.
A veggie vestibule.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Maybe we should move on.
Yeah. All
But we're
right.
so committed now.
Anyway, so
Move on.
it's a new morning. You've had huge amounts of pumpkin pie the previous day. Madryk talked to you at length about his garden and
Yes. Please tell us more about your flowers, Madryk.
Oh, shut up.
Oh,
Could you not tell there was an undertone of sarcasm there, Walter Winston Winklepicker III? I am learning your ways.
no, I will not bore you with more of my garden, but I could if you want.
No, perhaps you could actually tell us something more useful.
I believe that we are on a round planet, and it is circling the sun. That is pretty wild, no?
Yes.
That's
it's-
pretty useful.
That's fascinating.
Everybody knows the Earth is flat, Madryk.
Who wants to tell him?
No,
Okay.
that's just me.
Well, maybe.
Just want to sit down for a bit.
Anyway, you guys are going to the carnival later, right?
Yes.
Yes, we would very
as
much
long as
like
we get
to.
really good directions
Yes,
to it.
because
Yes,
I would.
Where do we go?
Very clear and specific directions.
Yes, so we don't get sidetracked along the way.
Because we need something like like we need a straight shot, no forks in the road, no rocks passing by, no trees,
That's it.
definitely no stables.
I could do that.
Maybe even a map.
Well, I don't have a map, but it's there's just one road, and it takes you the whole way there. It's very convenient.
Whew, that is a relief.
Sounds good.
But I do have a small favor to ask.
Oh, what beyond finding your patron in some sort of extra plane beyond this carnival that we're going to?
That's right. You see, I make these carriages, no? And I was wondering, could you take a carriage to my friend Dominic? He's going to sell it on to a princess or something. I don't know, but maybe it would be a good carriage for you to take.
Is it along the way, Dominic's
Oh
house?
yes, it's
Is
in
he on the same road?
the carnival is right next to the town. You cannot miss it, but I think maybe Dominic will be there and you can give him your pumpkin carriage. And I'll pass on the horses that you left with me back to Esmeralda. No problem.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Everybody else?
Sounds like a good
Yes.
plan to me.
I love a good carriage ride.
Seems like a fast way to travel to me.
Yes, very fast.
You've been very hospitable. Thank you so much for having us stay over. Thanks for all the pumpkins.
Thank you for all the pumpkin pie. It was delicious. I very much like the way that you decorate them with the hole in the middle.
Yes, me too.
Oh, you got that one.
I wasn't a big fan of the pumpkin mash, though.
That one had such a gooey center. Ugh.
I didn't mind it, says Unit as it's like shoveling it into their face. One last pie before they go.
Please enjoy your breakfast. And so you enjoy your breakfast. And Dolene, as you take your last sip of tea,
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gives you wings.
Yeah. You might need those later.
She's got a flying speed of 30 now.
The sparks and wisps of mists that you saw just 2 days ago on the plane on the way to the Pumpkin Hill, like coalesce into your tea and get sucked into you. It's portentous.
Oh, I'm just filled with portentous power. Oh, that's pretty average. Okay, I got a 9 and a 12.
So what that is, listener, is Dolene can reuse those rolls at a later date. That was part of the boon that fate provided.
yeah, it's part
For
of
anything,
changing fate. So I can replace any attack roll, save and throw, or ability check made by me or a creature that I can see.
Does it say the creature needs to be willing?
No, it does
No,
not.
so
I
you could
do
give
it.
a bad
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
a bad roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
That's why
That's
I'm
good.
always sort of wanting both ends of the spectrum. So I want preferably like a low and a high. But I got 2 average rolls. That's good.
A plus.
Nothing like exciting content.
12.
Yeah. So you all finish your breakfast. You packed up, and Madryk leads you out to the stables where he's prepared a big pumpkin carriage. Who would like to drive?
Madryk, I have to say thank you so much for your hospitality.
Shotgun! And he just
oh.
sort of runs towards the carriage and touches it. And it's like, ha ha, it's mine.
Well, anyway, thank you, and I hope you don't mind. I've taken a lily to press in my book to remember this place by.
Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you so much, Dolene. I really do appreciate the manners that you bring to things. It's so refreshing.
Well,
Kevin starts beeping the horn.
well, okay. Well, obviously,
Come on, let's go.
I have to go. But you maybe think about getting out every now and then. 64 years in the same cottage is a long time. Anyway,
Yes.
best of luck to you, Madryk.
Madryk, how can we be sure that your friend Dominic is even still alive? If you have not left your house in 64 years, I don't mean to make things awkward and weird. And I'm saying all this as I legs extend and I get up into the carriage because I'm sick of driving myself.
Yeah, fair enough.
What does he look like? Do you have any other contacts at the carnival?
Dominic lives in, he works at Turnips R Us. And you should be able to find him, no problem. But it's true. I do not know that he is alive, but it's highly likely. He sent me a letter.
An invoice?
An invoice. And I paid it.
Good.
Very expensive.
Well, there's nothing wrong with trusting in fate, Madryk.
Yes, too right.
I guess it's time for us all to follow our thread, which seems a little more precarious as it appears that I have to drive. And
Dolene, get in the carriage.
I'm in. I leap. I leap up into the air straight onto the front of the carriage
Excellent.
with great dexterity.
The carriage doesn't actually have any horses. It's just
Because
kind
I
of
don't have
like
to roll.
self-guided. So you don't need to roll an animal handling check or anything like that.
Thank goodness.
Ooh, it's one of them Tesla carriages. I like it.
Self-drive.
Yeah.
Beep, boop, beep.
Oh. And you take off.
That Madryk was a lovely fellow, don't y'all think?
He was pretty cool.
I mean, he was nice. God, the flowers. Jesus, the flowers.
And
Too
way
much.
into pumpkins.
Way
I
too much.
Yes,
He's
yeah.
really missing out. I would have thought he'd be into the pumpkin spice lattes for sure, but no.
Yes.
I expected the same unit, I have to say. Great minds. And I was disappointed that I did not get a frothy pumpkin-flavored milky beverage.
Me too.
E3. Ugh.
I'm not.
I spy with my lie. Something beginning with R.
Regicide. Look, it's happening right over there.
Oh my God, they killed a king. Rotunda.
Hey, so is everybody else super keen on coming to the carnival? Is there any kind of reverence in anybody else's kind of deep and formulated backstory about the carnival, or is it just me?
Well, Walter, if you listened to anything that I had said to you the last couple of days,
I
you would
never
know-
listen to anything that you say, Unit. You're a robot.
Yes, I know. I am deeply offended by your arrogance. You asked a question, and I am merely answering it.
Right.
Yes, we would like to go to the carnival because it is important. I actually did write a fucking backstory, Walter Winston Wicklepicker III.
Whoa, robot guy, Unit. Take it.
Like steam starts coming out of Unit's ear holes, and like the neck starts going up and down.
Get you some
and
WD-40. Jeez.
head spinning
The
around.
moles start popping up.
Yeah, like a mole comes out. Mole pops out and goes, "Fuck you, buddy," and then goes back inside.
You whack him back in.
I just start whacking myself
Very self-flagellation.
with the mallet. Yes.
And so you come to the pumpkin cart is moving along, and it comes to an intersection, and it stops for the red light signal, which is just like a guy holding up a red
Morning.
like.
No stay for it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, very nice to see they have full employment here.
Well, it's also very nice to see that Madryk clearly lied to us. It's not one straight road if there's an intersection going through. Which way do we go?
Well, we are going to have to spend at least another 20 minutes discussing this at this location. Are there any boulders around?
No. Hello. Do you find these advertisements annoying and degrading? A hurtful reminder of your continued existence, perhaps? Yeah, I understand. You should try reading them. But if you join our Patreon, you'd never have to listen to them ever again. How does that strike you? Because frankly, that sounds delightful. You'll never again have to hear me make this noise. Not even once. Join the DPR Patreon for $2 a month and get access to our Discord, exclusive content, and a feed of our episodes with none of this shit in them. That's beautiful.
Sir Walter Winston Wicklepicker III, why are you so intent on this carnival all of a sudden?
Oh, me? Oh, rides. Love the teacup. Oh, the hammer thing and, the House of Mirrors, the spooky house. Hey, it's all just a lot of fun. Cotton candy. Hey, who doesn't like that? Just be very intrigued to go and pay my fare for the...
Do you all want to do an insight check on
Yeah,
that?
I'm like waiting
Yeah,
until...
I just did one.
What?
Or what'd you get?
A 10.
16 for unit.
I got a 20!
Oh,
Natural,
natty?
nice.
18 plus 2.
So dirty.
Dirty.
A dirty
Dirty
20.
Oh, Winston.
19 on the
Whoa.
die with a +5 in deception. 24.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it does seem like he does like the teacups. I mean, who doesn't like the
I love the
teacup
teacups
ride?
too. And
It's
the
a
Hall of
great
Mirrors is also
ride.
really fun. Do you like the Hall of Mirrors?
Oh, yes, the Hall of Mirrors is my favorite. Funny that you'd say that.
And the cotton candy and
Why
roller
did you start
coasters.
I used to work at the carnival and worked in the Hall of Mirrors for 24 years.
What?
Yes.
Oh, at this exact carnival?
Well, I don't know. I don't really remember the carnival specifically, so I'm hoping that
Well,
maybe
you worked there for 24 years. Surely you have some kind of memory.
I am just a robot, Sir Walter Winston Wicklepicker
Oh,
III,
right, that's
as you
right.
have
No,
pointed out to
no.
me many times.
No soul. That's right. I'm going to go around calling you Soulless Unit. Okay.
You really have a way with words.
That sounds like an amazing nickname. How long did you take the day off after you thought of that one?
Yes.
So snappy. It just really just flies off the tongue.
Well, you see, when you've been raised above the common folk, you find a witticism in the English language that, or Faerunian language, common language.
And with that, the signal changes and it's a green light.
Oh, I guess we go straight? Straight?
Hey, Ray.
Straight? All right.
And you can hear like a loud kind of hooning in the background. It's just like another cart coming through, yeah.
Get out of the way, you cunts!
Hey.
Yeah. And they come by, and it's a big cart. It's fully loaded. It's got like, I don't know, looks like
Is it
it's
a
got
VL Calais?
Yeah, sure. It's got like it's I don't know, drawn by some horses, and it's got like four figures on it. You can't quite make them out, and like one reaches out as they're passing you and steals Walter's hat.
You son of a bitch.
And roll for initiative.
Oh my god! A hat thief! We
Over-
must do something about this.
I
say we slay them all.
Oh, shit. 12.
18 for unit.
Just a 7 for me.
I got a dirty 20.
Quick, after them. Who's driving this thing?
Oh, that's me. Shit. How do I... It's on autopilot. Do I just mash buttons? Or...
Hey, carriage, go faster.
You hear a voice that comes in. It's like, hello, my name is the pumpkin cart. have you chosen to enter a card chase?
Yes, I have. Follow that other cart that stole our hat and step on it.
Yeah.
They took my hat.
And they
sad.
they pull out in front. So and the cart, your cart, the pumpkin cart, takes off and it pulls up the side. And you can see inside that there's like they're like yuan-ties. They're like snake people. They're like one's driving the front, and then there's like three in the back, just like taking the hat and like putting it on them, and then putting it on the other guy.
Hey, give me back my hat. I may be amphibious and you may be a... What are they, reptiles? But that's
Snake.
not cool.
Hey, we're snake people. What are you saying?
Nothing. I pointed out that I'm amphibious and you're a reptile.
I don't find that offensive at all, because that's what I am.
I know. Can I have my hat back, please?
No!
This encounter is strange and spooky.
It's very strange. I'm still unsure whether either of these two carriages are actually moving.
They are. You're moving
Okay.
like very fast. But you're kind of neck and neck. You're moving at the same rate. And the one that's driving it, I should say, they kind of turn the cart into you. They don't even hit. They just sort of, they keep moving. Dolene, what would you like to do?
There's 4 of them, is that right?
Yeah.
As they come closer to us, I pull a glowworm out of my pouch as I hold the steering wheel with my other hand. And thank you, little friend, I whisper to him, and then I squish him in my hand, and I throw the juices over at the other carriage, casting dancing lights. So I make 4 torch-sized glowing orbs that hover one above each of the humanoid.
That's so pretty. Wow. Oh, nice lights. And then 11. Does that hit anyone?
Who are you attacking? Who are you attacking?
I'm attacking. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm attacking Dolene.
No, it
No,
doesn't
that
hit
doesn't
me. I'm
hit.
too dexterous.
Fuck, they're shit, aren't they? He actually like launches out and then falls out the carriage and just rolls under the carriage and is left out the back.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Unit.
One of the whack-a-mole holes on Unit's torso opens up and the little mole inside passes out a flute. Here you go. Oh, thank you. One of my arms grabs it and I just start playing the flute like... I'm gonna try to charm the snake people.
Oh, all right. I guess I have to roll to resist. How do I do
Yeah,
that?
on this skill that I don't have as a fighter, but hey,
I guess that's wisdom, hey.
yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's a 1. They're fucking
Hey.
charmed. They're so charmed. They're like, oh, that's good music, man.
You give my friend his hat back now.
All right. Yeah, we don't even want it. It's good. Here you go. What's your name?
My name is Unit.
Ah, good name. Good name. Good name.
My arm extends and I grab the hat. And I
Sweet.
I hold on to it.
Oh, well, it seems like everything's resolved. It was lovely to meet y'all. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry about the death of your friend who just fell under our wagon wheels while he tried to hit me with some undescribed weapon. But I'm a little, my heart is racing, okay? And it ain't just the Red Bull.
And let that be a lesson to you, man. Let that be a lesson. See us. And they kind of veer off. And they're like...
Hey, fuck you! Don't take my hat next time. I cast Vicious Mockery really quickly.
Yeah, what? Roll for it.
You need to roll for it, my man. You
Ah.
must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, excellent. That is an 8.
That is, so you had to beat 14. So you will take my fuck you, and it hurts. It really hurts. Like, you start to reevaluate why you're going around taking people's hats, man.
Yeah. So
what
the
do I
one that
take?
took the hat they hear your words, and it's not like you just said "fuck you."
2 points of psychic damage.
They really have a good hard think about it, and they go, guys, pull over. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
What do you mean you can't do it anymore?
I just don't know that I can do it anymore.
Yes.
I've been doing this
Do what?
gig for
But
so
we're
long.
the Hat Gang. We still have to live what we do.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it anymore.
What's gotten into you, Stephen?
I think I'm gonna go into wigs. Wigs.
Wigs.
Yes.
Could we be the Wig Gang? Could we?
Wigs.
Maybe we should go into shovels because we kind of need to scrape up Jim back there.
Yes. Yes, maybe if we put a good enough wig on Jim, we can pass him off in some kind of wicked at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Wig in
A hat would never work. It'd have to be a wig. Yeah.
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 It has to be
And,
a real good wig, not one of those Halloween wigs.
A lace front. That's what they're called. Yeah, lace.
Right, yes.
We should probably make sure that people have the wigs, because if it's not wigs and it's actually the hair when we just drive past and grab it, then
Or we scalp him, and that's our first wig.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is-
Yeah,
But he
let's
doesn't
take-
have any hair. He's the snake person.
That's right.
Oh,
That's,
yeah,
that is
like
we got
us.
snake people. Shit.
Yes.
We'll think about it.
And they do. They think
Let's
about
keep
it.
brainstorming. And that's why I won't play you auntie character.
Yeah. The lisp is real.
Yeah. So they fuck off. They're not interested anymore, and you continue down the road.
Thank you,
Unaffected.
unit, for retrieving my hat. And that, I must say, was some fine flute playing. I wasn't really expecting it from mechanical, construction as yourself, that you could find such soothing tunes.
yes, well, perhaps there are many things about me that may surprise you, Sir Walter Winston Wicklepicker III.
Oh, do you have different settings?
No, but I can do this. Start doing a little song and dance with the hat. Then I do the Michael Jackson thing with the hat. I do a whole bunch of
that's
sweet
amazing.
tricks with the hat.
Unit, give me back my hat.
Can I roll to resist?
Yeah. Roll to resist.
Oh, it's an 18.
Oh, you
I get
do
to-
not give back the hat.
I'm sorry, Sir Walter Winston Wicklepicker. Your command does not compute. However, I will return it to you simply for being my friend.
Oh. Well, this is awkward.
Fair enough. And
I take the hat before you pull it
no,
back.
oh, I'm going to roll a dexterity.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Oh no.
Beep, 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 beep.
That's a 10.
17 on the die.
I try to pull it away from you and put it on, but I'm too slow.
You forget my frog-like reflexes.
Do you
My
grab it?
tongue snaps out of my mouth and fucking grabs the hat and fucking whoops it straight back onto my head.
Can you do the song and dance anyway as well?
Okay.
Hello, my baby.
Hello.
Wee! This is the best road trip ever.
I have to say, we're not really, after that, we're not really the most vicious fighting force I've ever seen.
I didn't even get a turn.
Well, that is true. I didn't see you go, Kevin, and you are a big, large man.
Was
Yes.
Kevin hiding under the seat?
Yeah, Kevin was not definitely just frantically looking for attack spells because I don't like weird
Look.
shit.
All I'm saying is, if those Yuan-Ti didn't wig out and run away, then we would have been in some real trouble. We need to get ourselves together.
I don't think we'll see no hide nor hair from them anymore.
But from the perspective of the game, you still won, so you get the experience anyway. You level up!
Yay!
Do we go up to level 3?
Yes.
Needless death.
Yay!
And so the cart carries on down the path and you see the city loom in front of you. And that is where we will leave the episode.
As the camera pans across, you see Unit sitting in the back behind everyone. They're all facing forwards. And Unit is eyeing off Winston's hat as a little drop of oil comes out the eye and rolls down the cheek.
Lord Walter Winston Winklepick is standing on top of the carriage doing his dance while we're driving down the road.
Guys, it was road. I spy with my little eye something beginning with R. Road.
I thought it was going to be robot and another oil.
Man, I thought it was totally regicide. I mean, we did see that king get killed. That was
You do not see that every day, I have to say.
No, but road, good one. Good one.
Thanks.
Kevin,
Good pick.
you got us good.
We pass across a great field. The moonlight glints off the mountain snow. Beneath us, a figure moves at pace, but a shadow to the unwatching eye. The figure rounds a corner, a great white mist that cuts the landscape of the Feywild in three towers endlessly into the night sky. They bubble and crackle with electric static. Waves of iridescent light wash across the blanket of mist. The figure pauses, picking from its satchel a small golden object. They hold the horn aloft and are enveloped by the mist as they pass deep into the fade.
Welcome to the dissection. This is a little segment, a little post-game dissection
Chitty-chat.
of the game that was.
Or
where
we
break
might
it apart.
Just talk about biscuits or
We
wigs.
might
Or
talk about
biscuits
for the
yeah,
whole time.
biscuits.
Actually, I wanted to start on a very important topic.
Go on.
Is there a cow person race in D&D? I'm not
Oh.
sure that there's like a Tauran, I guess, or like a
Yeah, is that...
because
Why?
they
Well, there's
need one.
minotaurs.
Oh, Minotaur. I guess I'm just disappointed we don't have a Minotaur in the party, considering how much kick-ass fucking cowbell there is in the theme song.
There it is. That's why.
Ah,
Okay.
I mean, we
Yeah.
can make one up, right?
Worth it.
Yeah.
Time to pop one in, Jackie boy. Great,
Walter gets turned
Well-
into a minotaur.
great, great game.
Yeah.
Combat.
Yeah, it was perfect. I don't know what else. I don't know. What
I mean, it's fine, right? Like it's combat.
no.
It
Yeah,
doesn't always.
Oh, sorry.
No, I it just makes me think about like combat is so hard to pull off. I think in a live situation or like a performative way, and to keep it interesting. But I just really like how when you DM, Jack, you just roll with the punches really well. I think you roll with the punches sort of better than almost any of us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah, you accept the offer every time, whether or not it's going to absolutely ruin your day.
Yeah, totally.
And,
Yes. I'm a
you know-
brick wall when it comes to punches. No rolling.
Uh,
We're on tracks, people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
Yeah.
I think it's really good. I like the snake charming outcome. I thought that was
Yeah,
really-
Yeah, that was very
I was
fun.
looking for any option to get me the fuck out of there, and that was it. I
Yeah,
took
I
it.
thought you were. Because I feel like maybe yes, like I didn't have to roll a was it like a check? There must be like a
No, you
perform
you did.
check.
Oh,
I just got a flute out and played it.
yeah, that worked.
Yeah.
Sometimes that just works. I don't know.
Yeah.
The rules just say that. Sometimes that just works.
And that works.
well, as the DM, you decide whether it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, fully.
I think sometimes as well it's okay to stay in the uncomfortable for a little bit. Like I feel a little bit bad that Lauren didn't get a bit of a turn in that combat.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck it, I'm jumping in.
Well, Lauren should roll better, is all I'm saying.
I mean, it's D&D, isn't it? Like, that's why you rolled for initiative. And to be perfectly honest, I was looking through all of the spells because I haven't really had a chance to kind of like get into it. And if anyone doesn't know, I'm a D&D noob. I really don't know very much, so I use D&D Beyond, and I'm like frantically reading this. And you can't read that shit. You can't skim that shit.
No.
You have to go,
No.
okay, hang on,
No.
what? And so I was doing all of that, and I kind of missed the action of what was happening. I was just like, I'm just going to wait until it's my turn, and then I think I'm just going to do something. And so I was a little bit relieved, and now I know I've got to do a little bit of homework. But I did have one that I thought was going to be fun. I can cast.
What was it?
I can
Oh, yeah,
cast
what was
something
it?
called Grease.
Yeah.
Slick grease covers the
Ooh.
ground in a 10-foot square centered on a point within range and turns it into a difficult terrain for the duration. When the grease appears, each creature standing in its
That would've been
area must
great.
succeed on a dexterity throw, saving throw, etc.
Would you have cast it on the Yuanti, or would you have like done it in front of the wheels of the cart and just cause a horrible
Yeah, I would have like thrown it.
cart crash?
Amazing.
Imagine our scene of the Yuanti afterwards. I was lying on the
But because I'm an
Yes.
artificer, I was thinking of like maybe being it so I scrape the inside of the pumpkin and then like beep boop some like oil onto it, and it becomes this like sticky, claggy thing and do
Pumpkin
grease.
spice lattes.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh.
That would have been
doesn't matter.
good.
Yuanti
Next
flavored.
time.
I was looking at my
Sorry you didn't get
spells.
to do that,
Like,
Lauren.
No, I don't
is
mind.
like it is really difficult to still stay in like because
Yes.
like the D&D Beyond is an excellent device tool for the game. But
so
it-
good
it-
with
like,
Wizards of the
so good.
Coast.
the short yeah the shorthand of it is like great, but as long as you know what that is really meaning, if you get new spells or something like that and then you're trying to decipher that during the game, and it can be
Yeah.
I was looking at my spells and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't use that. That's no good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I guess I'll tell him, fuck you. That's all I had.
Lucky someone else got your hat
Yeah,
back for
totally.
you, then, eh?
Well, I
Totally.
don't think it matters how long you've been playing for either. Like I've played
Oh,
a
yeah.
wizard, like I play spellcasters all the time. I've been playing for years and years and years, and I still cast Dancing Lights thinking it was fairy fire. Right?
I see. I looked up fairy fire and I was like,
That's
oh,
what
is
I
that-
thought
is
you
that-
were casting.
That's what I thought I was casting until I read the spell description that I clicked on. So it
no.
doesn't, you know.
I think there is like, you know, if you're sitting around a table and you're playing, then you can take that time to stop and pause and read. It is a different thing in a performative kind of
Yeah,
you know,
but the stakes-
podcast/stream,
Mm.
trying to
Yeah.
still hear what's going on and not take yourself away from it. Like it does matter in a table setting if you miss something, but not as much as when you're actually recording. You're like, huh, what did you guys
I was going to say, but
What
also,
were you gonna say,
like,
Lauren?
you know, it's theater of the mind, loosey-goosey rules anyway. So
Yeah.
it kind of like it's
Yeah,
forgiven
yeah.
on
Yeah.
all sides. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to make sense as much as
Yeah,
a table game does. Personally.
Totally.
yeah, like I think the way I kind of will handle it is I want to have it be
Mm.
narratively satisfying more than I want it to be
Everybody.
hardcore rules.
For
like I
sure.
just
Yeah.
want an interesting, funny outcome.
I think that
I don't
suits
really-
you, like the way you run games, as well as the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And I remember, I don't know where I read this, or one of you might have shared it, Greg. There was someone who said, "I don't run hit points for monsters and creatures. We just run the combat till
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not fun anymore, or it's not, or if it reaches a narrative conclusion." Because I know when I DM, you kind of want everyone to have a go, and then you sort of want to finish it off on a high, but then that can end up going over a couple of rounds if
Yeah,
everyone
exactly.
misses the next round. It's just
I
like
think we do that
just
automatically
wanna-
when we're,
you
just
we're
wanna smash it
recording
out.
like performatively.
Yeah.
Right? Like we give everyone a go and then we sort of finish it up at a good point. But I've been sat at the table playing a game with like grids and stuff, and you have the hit points written down, and the first hit takes like someone does 120 damage. Like, and you like cross out 100 and write 200, and then it's like, and I was always really stressed about that sort of thing. And I think I think it's a really good. I think that's a really good insight into what's important in D&D. And I think I just wanted to go back to the spell thing as well, super quickly. We were talking about like the difference between in the performance space and at the table where you have that time to read through your spells. Just pointing out, and from my perspective as a Magic user, it is good table etiquette to have an idea of what spell you want to cast when it comes around, because as a spellcaster, you do take heaps more time than the fighter or the barbarian.
Who's just like, I'm going to hit it with my sword, and I'm going to hit it 3 times because that's all that I can do.
Cast sword.
That's why I started playing.
Yeah, totally.
I guess, though, that's where, Greg, I think you've given good advice in the past, too. If you do have a lot on your plate as a spellcaster, to try and kind of have one or two signature moves that you kind of like, even if you get a bit stuck, you're just like, I'm just going to do it anyway and find an interesting way to do it so that you're still doing something. Like you don't, I know, for like 20 years, I reckon, I think I tried every single go my characters got. Like I hoped that it would be the most epic, maybe combat finishing, enemy finishing move. It's like, but it doesn't have to be that at all. It's just you're contributing to moving the story forward a bit. It's not so much about.
I think also like, part of it as well is I probably need to read your spells as well and figure out what they mean.
Probably not that much.
But Jack, you're never going to do
and
that.
Also,
that's
Ben,
right.
it is
my ineptitude is absolutely all your fault.
your fault. Yeah, Ben. Look, it is really hard for you to like to come up with like the combat winning best spell ever when you're sitting across the table from me.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
there's
hang
always
on.
that.
I just pulled an imaginary flute from my fucking ass.
Yeah, how does that flute go? You like play it loose.
Yeah. No one questioned that a robot doesn't have lips, but anyway, that's fine.
I was going to go there.
doesn't matter.
I liked the little interval with the Yuanti. A couple of them must have had 2 heads
I
for
did
all
think
5
that.
of us to be talking, but that's fine.
Sure.
That's cool.
Very
That's
fun.
fine.
Very fun.
Good.
That's fine.
Thank you,
Good
Jack.
fun game, Jack.
Good stuff.
Well,
So now,
Thank you.
as well, good news is that we're level 3, which is the best point in the game, my opinion, because this is where we get to pick for a lot of the classes, our archetypes.
oh, I already did that.
Yeah.
I already did that.
Oh, you already done did that. Well,
Well,
because you're a
Wizzy.
wizard, and then Lauren, you're an artificer, so you don't have a subclass.
Oh
They
no,
don't
I
have
think they do. No, they
at
definitely do.
third level, or is that something that's picked at the start? I've never played an artificer.
No, me either.
Wait, what are you doing?
Wait.
You play it as
You
that.
son of a bitch!
Just while the music goes underneath. Hey, folks, are you actually playing us out?
No, I can't.
Yeah,
Confusing
play
me.
us out. I'm
Play
not
us out.
interested
Yeah,
in the
what-
subclasses of the
sub-
artist. It's just not even.
No.
Don't worry,
But-
we'll read on our own time.
Listeners, if you like the show, you think it's worth at least $1, jump on Patreon, tell all your friends about it. You can hit up our Patreon on our website at dicepaperroll.com, and you'll get all kinds of things, access to our Discord, and other stuff. Sometimes early access, sometimes.
If you think it's worth $1, you're out of luck because the bottom tier is $2.
I spy with my lie something beginning with R.
Regicide. Look, it's happening right over there.
Oh my God, they killed a king.